Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another episode of my Mönchengladbach career on FIFA 15. We are getting so close to the end of the season now. We're so close to securing a spot in next season's Champions League. And with just 6 games remaining, we had to make the most of them. Starting here away against Frankfurt. The last time we met them earlier in the season at home, it didn't end particularly well. We came away with just a point, and at times I did think we were going to drop all 3 points in that game in front of the home fans. It would have been devastating, but for some reason Frankfurt, they're like the next Bayern Munich whenever I play against them, and it's always Nelson Valdez as well that always gives me the most trouble in front of our goal. Now, with just 7 minutes gone of the game, we were awarded a penalty. Xhaka, who was making that run into the box, didn't have any other options, so he had to go it alone. He got sandwiched there between Russ and Flum. Amazing names, by the way. But it was Flum that went in with the initial challenge, getting a straight red in the process. So early on in the game, you can just imagine the Frankfurt manager tearing his hair out at that decision by the referee. They were down to 10 men with just 10 minutes gone of the game. Instead of having Hazard step up and take the penalty, I decided to give it to Kruse. For some reason, it switched back to Hazard. I was getting frustrated here because sometimes when you change your kick taker, it takes them ages to just mess around with the ball, move the grass a bit, and then step back and line up the shot. But with that aside, Max Kruse converted the penalty into a goal. So Mönchengladbach, a goal to the good with just 10 minutes gone. Frankfurt down to 10 men with 80 minutes to go. But that didn't put Frankfurt off. For some reason, they kept attacking. I was silly here going in with reckless challenge after reckless challenge. And at this point, it was quite obvious that this referee was very, very strict. Sending off Brouwers, 30 minutes. 2 red cards dished out within 30 minutes of the game kicking off. It was absolute chaos, absolute bedlam in this match. I've never known anything like it on a FIFA game. It would be Mayer to step up for the free kick, and what does he do? He goes and converts that free kick into a goal. Fantastic stuff. I mean, 50 minutes into the game, 2 goals have been scored, 2 red cards have been handed out. Never known anything like it. Unbelievable stuff. When you guys take a look at the replay here, it's probably the fact that I had Herman on the line trying to support Sommer, and it really did go against us. I really shouldn't have been doing that, as he slightly got in the way. May have took a slight deflection there as well. After that, it was to the drawing board again. Had to go and change around a few tactics like I did in that Bayern Munich game not so long ago. So I switched to 5 at the back, keeping in mind that Brouwers had been sent off, so that would mean I'd have 4, as well as the wing backs in Corbin. I think I took Kramer off here for Wendt, who came on as my left back, because Dominguez can play as a centre half, and I took Kramer off because he was already on a yellow card, and I didn't want to risk Mönchengladbach going down to 9 men. That would have been absolutely disastrous for the team. We had a good opportunity here from Dominguez himself. I'm pretty sure that shot took a deflection. It should have been another corner, but it went out for a goal kick. After all that early game mayhem, things seemed to calm down just a little bit, and we had quite a few chances on goal, quite a few good efforts, which we really should have been putting away, especially that shot from Xhaka on his left foot. Should have been fine in the back of the net there, but just before the referee blew the whistle for half-time, it was a lack of concentration which cost Mönchengladbach, as we found ourselves a goal behind. Not the best time to concede a goal just before half-time. It completely changes the landscape of the game, and again, when you see the replay, Sommer should be doing better. We went 2 goals behind then in the 52nd minute, pretty much as soon as the game had kicked off for the second half. Very disappointed, as I thought when they had their player sent off within just 7 minutes of the game, I really did think that we could get a good result here and maybe pick up our first 3 points against Frankfurt this season. But it just wasn't to be. 3-1 down with 74 minutes to go. We had a good goal scoring opportunity here, 26 yards out, the free kick, Patrick Aman to take, fires it straight through the wall. Very powerful shot on target, but the keeper Trapp manages to save it, just pulling it into his chest. We never gave up though, we kept attacking. Patrick Aman again with another shot on his left foot, not his best. But, you know, too many defenders in the way, and they just shut up shop after they scored that 3rd goal, and we couldn't come up with anything. I was very, very annoyed, very frustrated at that result. But there was no time for mourning. We had to carry on, because at this point there was only 5 games to go. We had to keep a clear head and keep fighting for those 3 points. Our next game was at home against Wolfsburg. They are in poor form, but they still have a decent team, a team that can destroy you on a good day. And I always seem to have trouble against De Bruyne, as you guys have probably seen over my past careers, not only on FIFA 15 but also on FIFA 14 and FIFA 13. I did make a few changes to the team. In came Angel Rangel for Korb and also Traore for Hahn, which meant that I pushed Haman over to the right. And before I went into this game, I was seriously considering dropping Sommer and bringing in Hessel for this game, because Sommer has made a few questionable decisions over the last couple of games, and I thought, you know, Hessel, whenever he has started for us this season, since signing in the summer, he's been pretty decent. But I don't know, there was just something saying, no, Payton, you've got to start Sommer. Traore came very close to getting the opening goal with just half an hour gone of the game. He just couldn't keep the ball down as he was aiming for that top right-hand corner. But it would be Patrick Haman, who I decided to push over to the right, that would work his way into the box, did well to shrug off the challenge of Rodriguez, and on the outside of his right foot, planted the ball into the back of the net. He picked his spot perfectly there, and I really did think that we could go from there, take control of this one against Wolfsburg. But it only took 8 or so minutes for them to find that equaliser. It was just a simple cross, a cross that we could have defended with the height of Rajkovic and Santana in the area, but I'm not sure what Santana or Rajkovic were doing, to be honest. It was all left to Angel Rangel, who really couldn't get the job done. I thought maybe Hazard could have come in there with a half volley, but for some reason completely messes it up, messes up our chance of getting into the lead again against Wolfsburg in front of the home fans. And that right there from Traore has to be the sitter of the season. Absolutely terrible from him. Should have been putting that into the back of the net. And here is another example of why it just wasn't our day against Wolfsburg. Patrick Haman, you know, he did so well to hold on to the ball. He was one-on-one with the keeper. All he had to do was find the back of the net, and he failed there, hitting the post. And that would be all she wrote for Borussia M'Gladbach and Wolfsburg, as both teams failed to create something in front of goal. Here is the top goal scorers list of the Bundesliga. You can see Thomas Müller at the top there with 19 goals to his name. Huntelaar following close behind with 16. You can see that Kreuzer is up there in 5th with 13 goals to his name. And take a look at that. Schweinsteiger had picked up a dislocated shoulder in Bayern Munich's previous game. Why couldn't that have happened? Why couldn't he have been out of that semi-final that we had to play against them earlier on in the season in the Dutch Pokal? Because I think it's pretty fair to say that he was pulling all the strings in that fixture, and I think it would have made things easier for Mönchengladbach if he was out of that game. But anyway, we can't look back at that result. We've got to prepare ourselves for next season's challenge of the Dutch Pokal, as well as the Champions League, if we can make it. We've only got 4 games remaining of the Bundesliga this season. Can Mönchengladbach do it? Can we qualify for the Champions League? Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Looking at this squad of players, can the experience of Nigel de Jong help us to qualify? How about the pace of Patrick Haman? Or the super sub abilities of Hergota? What a player he has been for us this season. And you'll see his attributes, how well he is doing for us after coming off the bench so many times and also starting quite a few games. I don't care if it says bad form. He's been fantastic for us this season, Hergota. Anyway guys, that's about it for this episode. Hope you've all enjoyed, and I will see you all very soon for the next one. Thanks for watching.